What's up everyone? Today I'm down at Dick Brooks Honda and behind me is a 2019 Honda Passport. Huge thanks to them for providing this vehicle for me today. I'll have a link to their website down in the description below. The model that we're looking at today is the Elite. It's finished off in modern steel metallic with an MSRP just under $45,000. Under the hood is a 3.5 liter V6. This is only paired to a 9-speed automatic transmission with steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. This engine produces 280 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 262 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM. Front-wheel drive is standard, all-wheel drive is optional, but standard on the Elite models. This weighs around 4,200 pounds. 0 to 60 can happen in around 8.3 seconds with a top speed of 130 miles an hour. And with a fuel capacity of 19.5 gallons, you can expect the MPG to be 20 in the city and 25 on the highway. The wheelbase measures 111 inches. It has an overall length of 190.5. The width is 78.6. It has a height of 71.6 inches and ground clearance is at 7.3 inches. Starting up front with the oval-shaped design in the mesh grille, there's piano black trim surrounding it. It also protrudes nicely into the triangular-shaped LED headlights with LED daytime running lights surrounding that. There's two forward-facing sensors, more piano black trim pieces in the lower section of the bumper, and they surround the fog lights and turn signals, and there's very clean lines coming down the hood. Moving to the side, this features 20 by 8-inch alloy wheels with a nice 5-spoke design, finished off in gloss black. This has 4-wheel disc brakes. The rotors up front measure 13 inches and 12.6 inches in the rear. The gloss black side mirrors are heated, power folding, and feature the integrated turn signal. There's black trim running around the fender flares, the lower side skirts, and around the windows, and there's very clean lines running down the length of the door. This also features a sunroof and roof rails as well. And finishing up in the rear with the integrated spoiler and third brake light, the wiper blade is mounted in the lower section of the glass to help improve visibility. There's a gloss black trim piece separating the power tailgate running just underneath the Honda logo. This comes standard with a backup camera, 4 parking sensors, LED taillights. There's another gloss black trim in the lower section of the bumper along with dual exhaust, and this has a towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. So that finishes up the exterior walk around on the 2019 Honda Passport. What do you guys think of this car? It was last built in 2002, so it's been quite a while since Honda has introduced it again. And as far as where this sits in the Honda lineup, it's larger than a CR-V, but smaller than the Pilot. So it does not offer a third row like the Pilot, but you still have a ton of interior storage space, as you guys will see here. So now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a look at the inside. On the key fob itself, you have lock, unlock, the power liftgate, and then if you hold on this button, we can remotely start the vehicle, which is a nice feature to have. And if we just hold it again, it will automatically shut off. And with the vehicle locked now and the key on me, I'll just place my hand in the door handle. You will hear it automatically unlock. When you go to walk away, you just push this button on the back and that will lock it. And then we can grab in the door handle again. It will automatically unlock. The door panel is finished off in nice black leather on the armrest. The side windows are automatic up and down in the front. You have your lock and unlock in front of that, along with an aluminum release handle and a nice black trim piece running above that. There's some memory seat adjustments in front of that. You have the gas cap and power tailgate release. This has a 6-speaker audio sound system with a lot of storage space both behind that and above it as well. Moving inside now to the black leather seats, they are heated and ventilated. They feature gray stitching running along the bolsters and down below. This has 10-way power adjustability and 4-way power lumbar support. Once inside, we're greeted with a fully wrapped black leather steering wheel. It's solid to the top and bottom and perforated to the sides. There's more piano black trim pieces surrounding the center of it. On the right side, you have all of your adaptive cruise and normal cruise control settings, along with the heated steering wheel. To the left, you have your hands-free Bluetooth controls, and all of these will control the center screen. This also features the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters again. They are finished off in black. Using the buttons on the left side, we're going to scroll through a couple different features here. You can show and hide any of these apps that you see, like your trip computer, your all-wheel drive torque, whether you want to pull those up on this center screen. But you can again see your trip computer, your all-wheel drive torque. You can go into that and see where the power is being sent. You have your phone, your navigation, so we can pull that up when it is active. You have music and your maintenance. You can see your tire pressure and oil life, and then in settings, you can arrange all of these apps, so again, being able to show and hide them. On the left side, you have your engine temperature. Your tach is right on the top, along with your miles per hour and your gear selector to the left, and then you have your fuel gauge to the far right. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your parking sensors, forward collision, lane keeping assist, and traction control, along with an economy mode, all of your side mirror adjustments. There's some more gloss black trim pieces with one air vent and a speaker. And then moving to the center, we'll take a look at the 8-inch touchscreen navigation screen. It's very easy to use this center screen. I am on the home setting right now, so you have all of these apps readily available for you. We can go into navigation and you can pull up the map full screen there to go to your phone, your settings, so you can configure your camera, your display, your voice recognition, and everything like that. You have Bluetooth, Android, and Apple CarPlay, along with your trip computer, messages, other system information, and your clock. You can also go to all of the apps too and show and hide them again, just like you could in the center screen. You have a few shortcuts on the top, like your phone and navigation, so you can easily go into those and not have to worry about finding them here, along with the brightness gauge on the left here, so you can easily just swipe on this. Below that, you have the red engine start stop button on the left. There's more gloss black trim surrounding the entire dash here. And now we'll take a look at the dual zone climate control settings. You can see the fan speed is in the center. You have different modes along with being able to sync both of them. And then you have heat and cooling for driver and passenger. You have the recirc and more AC controls. There's also the rear settings, so you can turn those on and off, and also go to the settings, being able to turn up the fan speed and where you'd like the air to go for the rear passengers. You have some defrosters for the front and side mirrors, and beneath that is your heated and ventilated seats for both driver and passenger. There's a little bit of storage space in the middle of that. A 12 volt and USB is down below, along with a wireless charging port. Behind that, there's another gloss black trim piece. It surrounds 2 cup holders along with all of the gear selectors. We have it in park right now. Just pulling on this backwards will put it into reverse. You will see the backup camera light up, and there are 3 different angles that you can look at. There's a wide angle, a zoomed in angle, and then looking straight down. With the front and rear sensors, you can also pull up a top-down view and look at all of your sensors, of course, to see what is around you. Putting it into drive now, we just push on this button here, and then again, you can use the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. Behind that, we have the engine start stop feature along with 4 different driving modes. So you have normal, snow, mud, and sand. Looking at the center now, this has a really nice design on it. We just pull on this latch here to slide this open. There's definitely a lot of room. There's a 12 volt and a USB up front, and there is a tray here that you can slide forward and back. Moving over to the glove box, there's definitely a lot of room, and we'll take another look at these leather seats. There is an adjustable armrest, and this does feature a sunroof, so you have all those controls up in the center. This does have the rear-facing mirror that you can adjust to be able to see all of the passengers or anything else in the back. It's a nice wide-angle lens, and again, you have the sunroof controls along with your dome lights. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at the rear seating. And again, the door panel is finished off just like up front with nice black leather on the armrest. You have 2 cup holders and some more storage space down below. The door panel also has a manual adjusting sunshade that you can click into place and lower back down. This is a 5-seater SUV, so let's go ahead and hop in. Behind both front seats, there's a nice storage pocket for anything that you need. You have all of your climate control adjustments in the center, along with 2 air vents, so you're able to control the temperature. You have auto on and off in the center, along with where you'd like the air and the fan speed to the far right. These are also heated rear seats, so you have those controls for both sides, along with 2 USBs and a 12 volt right next to that. As far as legroom goes, I have the front seat set at my height 5'10". I definitely have no complaints with legroom or with headroom. I easily have 5 or 6 inches above my head, and these seats are reclinable, so you're definitely very comfortable in the back seats here. It's nice and open, very spacious for 3 people to be back here. Looking at the center pull-out here, you just have 2 cup holders along with the armrest. We'll take a look out of the rear glass along with the side here. Again, definitely very open in the back seats. Along with these seats having a 60-40 split to them, you can move them forward and back. So there's this manual bar in the front to be able to push them forward, and to fold them down, I'm just gonna pull on this and you can see them fold completely flat. So there's definitely a lot of room in here to the back, as you can see, and again, folding the other seat down there. A lot of versatility for people or storage space. Now it's time to take a look at the rear storage space, and you can use the button on the key fob inside the driver door. You can pull up underneath here, or you can walk up to the vehicle, kick your foot underneath, and that will allow you to open it hands-free, which is a nice option to see. With the back seats up, there's about 41.2 cubic feet of storage space, and with them folded flat, it goes up to 77.9 cubic feet of storage space. You have a nice compartment to one side along with a 12 volt. There's a compartment to the right side as well. You can also fold these seats down, so just by pushing on this button, you're easily able to do both of them, left and right, which makes it a lot easier if you have anything sliding through. Up underneath the floor mat, you have an additional 2.5 cubic feet of storage space. So you definitely have plenty of room down here for anything that you want to hide, and a ton of storage space again, even with the back seats up. So it's very versatile for this 5-seater. We can just push on that button on the back to close it up. So getting the Passport out on the road now, the first thing that I'll go over is the general visibility. As I mentioned earlier, even being in the back seats, it's very open on the inside, and being in the driver's seat looking all around you, it's just as open. It's very easy to see. I like that there's little windows in front of both side mirrors, so that just makes the A-pillar seem that much more smaller. So that way you can easily look over each side if you need to. And then looking over your left and right shoulder, the glasses in the back storage space are very large on both sides, so you really don't have any blind spots left or right. Putting a couple miles on this so far, it's been a very smooth and comfortable ride. I have no complaints with that. It's absorbing all these small bumps in the road really well, but going around turns, they will definitely hold you in place. So again, I don't have any complaints with that. I like that they're heated and ventilated too. So I could easily see this being a good daily driver. All the materials on the inside too are really nice. I like the leather on the steering wheel. It feels really good, especially the perforated sides. You have the option of being heated too, which is nice. The seats are fully leather. You have a really nice clean center looking dash setup. There's not too many buttons. I do like the fact though that all of the AC controls are physical buttons. That especially helps with having the rear controls there also, because you won't have to go into the screen there to try to find the rear seats. You can easily just click on a button and then they all transform from the front to the rear settings, which is a really nice configuration. It's very well laid out. This car also has a lot of standard safety features, and I've mentioned a few of them already, but this has Honda sensing, which includes the adaptive cruise, which I showed, the emergency braking, there's forward collision, lane departure assist. It's really nice that you're able to turn those on and off, so that makes it more appealing to someone who wants a feature and doesn't want another feature. You can easily just turn that off. With the all-wheel drive system too, this can send 70% of the torque to the rear wheels or 100% to the left or right wheels. So depending on the driving situation that you're in, using any of the different driving modes, you can easily put it again into snow, mud, or sand. It will basically configure the all-wheel drive system to the setting that you put it in. So it will monitor wheel spin, anything like that, to give you the most out of whatever driving mode that you're in. So that makes this very versatile, being all-wheel drive. So coming up to a stop here, I'm gonna switch over to using the paddle shifters here, and we will test the acceleration from first gear. It's not crazy fast, it's not slow either. It definitely carries its weight well, getting up to speed there. So that about wraps up my walk-around review and test drive of the 2019 Honda Passport. Huge thanks again to Dick Brooks Honda for providing this vehicle for me today. I'll have a link to their website down in the description below. This has definitely been a cool car to check out. Honda has brought it back after 15, 16 years of not being produced. I like all the technology features in it. It drives great. It's very comfortable to be behind the wheel as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next video.